Yo, what is good, everyone? What is good? Welcome back to another episode of the Sport Your Enthusiasm podcast. You know me, your humble host, Bryce Benjamin. And I have the two guests back from last episode, back again. I have my brother from another, Nick Estelle, in the building.
What's going on?
Not much, man. And, of course, we had to bring back Ed Jesse one more time. Ed, what's happening, my dude?
Hello.
Yeah, for people y'all can't see this, but this dude Ed done came in with the bottle, man. What is that you sipping on?
I mean, we're gonna give some video presentation soon, but right now this is some undisclosed stuff here. This is some diesel. That's all I'm gonna say because we can't give out free advertisement. You know what I mean?
Black bottle.
Yeah, just it's that young diesel.
Man, that's a colorful bottle, man. What is that, man?
Hey, man.
What is you sipping?
I'm sipping that. You can drink this all day stuff, boy.
Yeah, he's lit. But appreciate you guys tuning in, man. We have a good episode for y'all today. On the rundown, we are going to talk a little bit of the college championship game that happened this past Monday with the Clemson Tigers destroying the Alabama Crimson Tide. Did not see that one coming. Going to dive into a little bit of basketball. All-Star ballots were released. We'll discuss that a little bit, and had a crazy game last night between the Spurs and OKC. May touch on that. And then, of course, you know we got to dive into some playoff football in the NFL. Wild card weekend ended. Coming up is the divisional round. Very good game. So we're going to review wild card weekend and discuss divisional round. So kick back, relax, enjoy this episode. But we're going to kick it off with the NCAA football. This past Monday, we had the national championship game between the Clemson Tigers and Alabama Crimson Tide. And if you're living under a rock and you didn't see the game or didn't hear about it, Clemson literally beat the shit out of Alabama with a score of 44-16. I was shocked.
Wow, that's pretty disrespectful.
Yeah, they disrespected themselves. That was bad. What's your thoughts on the game, man? Let's just talk, man. What's your thoughts on that game?
First off, I want to just let y'all know that I took Jesus last week, and I stuck to it.
Sunshine.
And he won. So, not to mention, they got a ton of seniors on that team that came back for this year because they knew they could win it, because they knew they was getting Jesus.
Yeah, and they had Alabama again. A couple of them guys came back to play Alabama.
So yeah, shout out to Jesus, whatever that boy name is. He nice.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, he balled the fuck out. He's a true freshman, right?
Yeah,
he's a true freshman, and came in and won the national championship against Alabama. Nick Saban, Alabama. And made it look easy, honestly. I mean, from the beginning, I was watching that game at work, so I did miss a few plays in here and there. But from the beginning, Clemson just kind of took that pick six back.
Pick six, it was.
Yeah, pick six, whole momentum swift right there. Alabama went back and scored on a bomb from Tua's receiver.
They couldn't finish. They had problems finishing.
Yeah, they did.
They got down in the red zone and just couldn't get it done. Whether it was turnovers, loss of downs, they just couldn't finish. And on the big stage, you have to finish. Clemson was finishing. They wasn't playing. They came out, punched them boys right in the nose.
Right in the nose.
Saban went over there looking crazy.
Yes, Saban was sick, man. Who fault is it? The way Alabama, the way they got outplayed. Like,
bro, they had
it's coaching.
Yeah.
The running back averaged 6.1 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns. They had 2 receivers average over 25 yards a catch. Then Jesus had 3 touchdowns, no picks, and he wasn't even sacked. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Like, they didn't even let up a sack. No sacks, no picks. You got a running back getting 6 yards a carry. You got 2 receivers going 25 yards a catch.
Yo,
like, that's insane.
The Lawrence to Ross connection, the freshman connection. Ross was making some crazy catches.
Yeah, he did. He bet. Now you gotta admit he bailed Lawrence on a few of them.
Yeah,
them was some incredible catches.
Crazy catches. That's one of the best catches you'll see in a national championship game.
Not to mention his catch and run game is something serious. He caught the ball. He could turn it upfield. And he got missing.
Man, he had them 2 one-hand snacks. That one on the sideline. I'm like, oh my God, that's demoralizing as a defense. You see that shit happening?
Hey, man.
And Alabama, I don't know, it seemed like they broke down. And then, yeah, like you said, Nick, they couldn't finish on offense. And then coaching, like Dabo completely outcoached Nick Saban. Like, that was terrible. That is embarrassing.
Off the rip. But I'm sitting back watching the game like, Bama's going to come back.
Right.
It's like, when is it going to happen? Second quarter, it never happened. Third quarter, never happened. And it's like, wow.
It's over.
It's a blowout.
It's a blowout. I wanted a good game.
Yeah, me too.
I heard something pretty crazy that I didn't think I would actually hear. Alabama has actually, in these past 4 years, have gone through 13 coaching changes throughout these last 4 years. Clemson's only gone through 3.
You talk about like the coaching staff?
Yeah, like
OCs,
like different coaches getting promotions and all that stuff.
Right.
They've gone through a lot of changes over these last 4 years. Clemson's coaching staff has basically stayed together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like that camaraderie does equal something,
yeah,
which
plays a big factor.
Clearly does equal beating the top team twice.
That's a fact. They split over the last 4 times they played. They're 2-2 against each other over the last 4 times they played. But do you think this win like makes Clemson like the school to go to now? Because recruits are usually like, you see it every year. Alabama always had the number 1 recruiting class.
Yeah, they got the number 1 running back this year coming in.
Like every year, it's always Alabama. You think that tie's about to turn with Clemson?
Well, there's a couple teams approaching them. Georgia trying to make a push.
Mm-hmm.
They got a good class coming in. They stole a couple of Alabama recruits. So Alabama's still the cream of the crop. And then I would say Clemson, like a 1B sort of thing. But, yeah, it's still Alabama. They got it.
I think kids are still going to go to Alabama strictly off of namesake and strictly off of stardom power. Like, it's Nick Saban. Like, you're going to learn under Nick Saban.
The same thing Nick preaching. He could pitch it. Come to Clemson. We get it done.
I mean, he can. He definitely can.
And he's more of a player's coach.
I mean, realistically, they've been there 3 times in the last 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Well, Alabama's been there 4 times in the last 4 years, right? I mean, say what y'all want, man. Bama brings the studs, man. And all they got to do is let Saban go to one of them kids' houses.
So even though Clemson and Bama, they split the last 4 times they played 2-2 in these playoff and championship games, Clemson has the edge over Bama in the championship game. They're 2-1 against them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Bama beat them in the semis last year.
Right. They beat them. They beat them in the right. But
who was their quarterback then?
I forgot.
I don't remember.
It wasn't Watson.
Nah,
I forgot.
He was gone. Then they went.
Was it Boyd? Was it Taj Boyd? No, not Taj. I think his last name was Boyd.
Yeah. They went through that phase.
Yeah, they had somebody, but I think he transferred. He transferred when Lawrence came in.
When Jesus came.
But real quick, though, I think if I'm a high school kid, I think I would pick Clemson over Alabama, honestly. And like you said, I think to your sentiment, Nick, when you said that he's more of a player coach, Dabo Swinney, like it just looks like it's fun playing for him.
I mean, you can tell it.
Where's Clemson?
It's in North Carolina?
No.
Or South Carolina. It's in one of the Carolinas. It's either in North Carolina or South Carolina. But, yeah, it's beautiful weather. You know, you got Myrtle Beach right there.
Because, if you're a football player going there, you're at least committing 3 years. So I think stuff like that does.
Yeah, that's
have a factor into it.
Alabama hot as fuck. Oh, my God. If you ain't from the South, man. You ever been to Alabama? Yeah, Nick, you been to Alabama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went for that family reunion.
I ain't never been there.
God.
Yeah, it's hot.
Like, I like heat. But nigga,
no, I don't like heat that
it's hot. Clemson in South Carolina.
But yeah, if I'm a high school recruit, man, I think I might be considering Clemson over Alabama. I think I'd rather play for Dabo on that team. It looks like they just have more fun. Like it seemed like Like Nick Saban reminds me of Bill Belichick. They don't look like you have fun playing for those type of coaches, but they win. They win.
But I think
they win.
They're recruiting the same type of players. Because I believe you're a player coming out of high school. You either want to start your own sort of thing, or you want to join somebody sort of thing. So the people that want the big name behind them, they go to Clemson, Alabama, one of the bigger schools. And the other students that want to stay in their hometown or wherever, they go to their hometown and still be animals. So they still recruiting the same type of players.
It's going to be interesting to see down the line, man. But
I like that. Although Georgia need to step up. Come on now.
It should continue on.
They're around, though.
But we lost. Let Texas do us dirty.
Yeah, that was bad. Fucking hook 'em horns.
Yeah, they're around, though.
Mm-hmm.
That damn big-ass fucking animal.
Man, it started from the beginning, like we talked about, man. We almost seen fucking animal murder. Yeah. Fucking bull. Yeah. They put red on the bull in front of a bull. Yeah. All right. Let's transition into NBA basketball. Watch any of those games last night?
I did not.
Yeah.
I watched I watched a little bit of the OKC game, but I fell asleep.
Yeah, that OKC.
Saw the highlights though. It looked like a great game.
That game was crazy.
So LaMarcus Aldridge had his career high, 56, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, LA.
Yeah, that game was nuts. Was it Oklahoma City? Was it in San Antonio?
Yeah, it was in San Antonio.
So Oklahoma City against the Spurs in San Antonio, and crazy game. The Spurs won in double overtime, 154 to 147. Everybody went crazy. Like the superstars did. The stars of the team did their thing. DeRozan kind of had like an average game, honestly. LaMarcus went crazy. Paul George had a great game. Russell, what the fuck kind of numbers he put up, man? You see that shit? 24 points, 24 assists, 13 rebounds, played 50 minutes. He went nuts.
Sound good.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't work. At the end of the day, they lost the game. Terrence Ferguson, he was hitting threes. That was a crazy game. Whatchamacallit? The Spurs started off the game hitting, 14 straight threes?
Mm. Yeah, it was nuts.
That shit is crazy. By the way, I confirmed the dude name is Bryn. Bryn Forbes. It's not Brian.
Oh, it's Bryn.
It's Bryn.
Okay.
Confirmed.
Nice.
Shout out to my man Bryn Forbes.
Yeah, we was fucking that up, man. My bad,
bro. My man Bryn.
Brian.
Man, it's Bryn.
Yo, I was calling him Brian.
He said, black people, Brian. Yeah, but it's Bryn. But it's Derek White. I don't know too much about the Spurs. I really don't watch them play too much basketball.
Nice.
But is he their
point guard?
Is he their point? Nice. Yeah, I was wondering.
He's the third undrafted player to start first 41 games for Greg Popovich. Popovich be finding these raggedy ass people and turning these men into studs.
Where do we find them from?
I don't know how he do this, but when he retire, man, they gonna miss something.
They all look like pop singers.
The league is gonna be hurt from that, man, because he be finding studs and puts them in position to win. It's crazy,
and they fit the system so perfect.
It's freaking nuts, man.
You see them same players, they go to a different team and they don't put up the same results.
They done lost 3 point guards over the summer, and he still figured out a way to find somebody to make something work. And he nice. Like if you watch the games, like he nice. Like,
he got game.
He got good vision. He got a nice little mid range. Like he can control the game. Mm-hmm. Man, it's crazy. Like they're not even missing a beat with missing DeJounte Murray. It's nuts.
So how you think they put that when he come back?
Oh no, he's still taking his starting position back. He was second team all defense, man. That boy nice.
Yeah,
he gonna get his spot back. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
I gotta see how he come back from that knee injury though, because he got an ACL.
I don't care.
I hate seeing Westbrook shooting these threes at the end of the games.
Yeah,
like he's a specialist.
That's just Westbrook trying to play that hero ball.